What if the sound of a happy cat was actually a secret high-tech biological repair kit? It sounds like science fiction, but your cat might be carrying a healing frequency inside its throat right now. We've all heard it, that rhythmic, deep rumble that usually means your cat is having the best day ever. But here's the mystery. Cats also purr when they are terrified, severely injured, or even in the final moments of their lives. From an evolutionary standpoint, that makes zero sense. Why would a creature in pain waste precious energy vibrating? Most of us misunderstand the purr as just a smile made of sound, but it might actually be a survival tool that defies everything we know about animal recovery. We often project our own human emotions onto animals, assuming they are just content, but the data suggests something much more functional is happening under the surface.
The mechanism of purring remains one of nature's most enduring biological enigmas. While we know dolphins use echolocation to navigate and blue whales sing at unique frequencies to find mates, the cat's purr is a constant, low-frequency hum that doesn't seem to have a clear target outside the cat itself. In the wild, nature is an outrageous laboratory where survival often depends on having a secret edge. We see this everywhere. Some animals, like the immortal jellyfish, can literally reverse their own aging process to escape death. Others, like the sea cucumber, can sacrifice their own internal organs to distract a predator and then simply grow them back later. The cat's purr might be their version of this hidden superpower, a way to outsmart the normal rules of injury and decay.
Let's look at the science of the vibration. Scientists have measured the frequency of a cat's purr and found it consistently falls between 25 and 150 hertz. This specific range is where things get truly surprising. Medical research has shown that exposure to sound frequencies in this exact range can actually improve bone density and speed up the healing of tendons and muscles. It is as if the cat has an internal tuning fork that vibrates to keep its skeleton strong. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about cellular substrate repair. Think about the daily life of a cat. They are elite predators, but they spend a huge portion of their day sleeping or hiding. For most mammals, that kind of intense inactivity would lead to bone loss and muscle atrophy over time. But not for cats. By purring while they rest, they might be using those vibrations to perform routine maintenance on their bodies while they are essentially in zombie mode. It's a biological hack that keeps them ready for the hunt without needing to actually move. This is a prime example of the brain and body's incredible capacity for adaptation, reorganization, and resilience. We can see the purr effect in action when we look at the animal kingdom's weirdest recovery stories. Take high-rise syndrome, for example. Veterinarians have noted for decades that cats who fall from extreme heights often survive with far fewer injuries than expected, and they heal significantly faster than other animals of their size. Their bones don't just stay intact, they seem to knit back together with supernatural speed. Then there are the big cats. Cheetahs, for instance, are known to purr while they are resting after a high-speed chase. These animals put their bodies under crushing physical stress, and the purr might be the cool-down mechanism that prevents their muscles from tearing. Even lemurs in Madagascar, who engage in group vocalizations that resemble a musical chorus, use sound to maintain their social networks and territory. But while lemurs sing to bond with others, the cat uses the purr to maintain its own physical integrity. It's a form of self-medication, similar to how elephants eat specific leaves to induce labor or heal their bodies. But here is the twist that might change how you look at your pet forever. We've always thought that cats purr to tell us they love us,
But the evidence suggests that holding a purring cat might be healing us too. When a cat sits on your chest and purrs, those 25 to 150 hertz vibrations are passing directly into your own tissue. It's a form of interspecies cooperation that we are only just beginning to understand.
Recent psychological and physiological studies have found that cat owners have a significantly lower risk of heart disease and stroke, sometimes up to 40% lower than non-owners. We used to think this was just because cats are calming, but maybe it's more literal than that. Maybe the cat is a tiny, furry frequency generator that is lowering our blood pressure and repairing our stress-damaged cells just by being near us. We often project our own sadness onto the world, like we do with the loneliest whale. But in this case, the connection might be a two-way street of biological survival. This mystery tells us that there is a deep, often invisible connection between animal behavior and the fundamental rules of life. We live in a world where 90% of the ocean is unexplored, and the human brain is still a fascinating labyrinth of glitches and miracles. We are finding out that nature doesn't do things just for fun. Every behavior has a hidden cost and a hidden benefit. The cat's purr is a reminder that even the most mundane parts of our lives, the pets sleeping on our sofas, might be using ancient survival mechanisms that we are only just beginning to decode. It challenges our assumptions about what healing really looks like. It might not always be a medicine or a surgery. Sometimes it's just a vibration. We are all creatures of socialization, and the bond between humans and cats might be one of the most successful biological contracts in history. So, next time your cat starts that deep, familiar rumble, don't just think of it as a sign of a happy pet. Think of it as a secret frequency doing the hard work of rebuilding a body from the inside out. They aren't just resting, they are recharging and repairing. And if you're lucky enough to be holding them, you might just be getting a free medical treatment along with all that fur. Does your cat have a favorite healing spot where they always choose to purr on your body? And have you noticed that it actually makes you feel physically different? Let me know your stories in the comments. I want to know if we really are living with tiny, furry doctors.